I do want to take a moment to recognize some of my colleagues in the media who've done such an amazing job supporting this event this week. I see Stephen Bond from Channel 10 and John Doss from Channel 13 and Bob Gosney from Time Warner Cable News, along with my colleague Thad Brown from Channel 8, the best. Good to see you, bud. And certainly the good folks at the Democrat and Chronicle and our local radio stations as well. This is a great time for sports, and it's always been supported, and it's great to see all that support once again this week. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce, as Mike so fittingly put it earlier, someone who needs absolutely no introduction, but we'll do it anyway. Please welcome LPGA Hall of Famer Nancy Lopez.
Thank you. Well, all I can say, first of all, is I wish I was young again. Going out there and watching these young players play the game of golf is just beautiful. Coming back to Rochester, when they asked me to host the event and just be a part of it, and of course with Danielle, Downey in mind, and thank you Toyota for doing what they've done. You know, she was a special person in so many people's lives. I knew her just a little bit, but everyone always just spoke so highly of Danielle. And I was in Auburn during the time she was in Auburn. And I think what you did here, and Rochester is the best town to do something like this, because Rochester fans and people and sponsors, just great fans. They love golf. I know all the years I played at Locust Hill, it was so much fun. It was my most favorite place to come and play golf, because I always wanted to hit those good shots to hear those fans roar as loud as they could. So it was like coming home for me, because I won my 5th in a row here, and after that I was kind of adopted as the Rochester child. And I was happy about that, because this really is, not just for me, but the LPGA players that played on the tour, they always wanted to put Rochester on their calendar right off the bat, and I know that, and I'm not just saying that. They loved it here. The people, the support that they gave the city is just awesome. And to watch the Symetra Tour come here, which is just, you know, thank you for helping this generation try and keep going and making money and trying to get themselves on the LPGA Tour, because it's not easy. You know, they don't have the purses that we'd like to see, but they keep growing, and it's just nice to see them out here playing, and they work so hard on their games. And for them to play, be able to have a place to play, because back when I was on the LPGA Tour, if you didn't qualify for your card, you had nowhere to play. You had to pretty much get a job and work on your game until you could get to the next qualifying school. So just because of the Symetra Tour, I want to say thank you for them, because I know that they get it, and they know that they appreciate you all so much for what you do by Brook-Lea opening up the golf course for them, and the members, and Toyota, all the sponsors, Mike, all your staff, everybody that made this event very, very successful. I think it was the first time I've been to an event here in Rochester besides the one I used to play in. But it was just a great event, and the support of the fans that came out, I knew y'all would do it. I had total confidence y'all would come out and watch the Symetra Tour. I got to watch Amy Park play this afternoon, and she's the real deal, I think. When she was in trouble, she got up and down, and that's what a champion has to do when they're winning golf tournaments. Am I going to get to give her the check or whatever? All right. Amy Park, congratulations. You played great. Thank you.
I have to tell you this. I mentioned it to Annie briefly, and I will tell you that on Monday, one of our sponsors came up to me and said, the girl to watch this week is Annie Park. She's going to win this tournament. And I didn't know who she was, I have to be honest. And then I had Derek Radley, who's one of the coaches at Arizona, stay at my house, and he said she won the Pac-10, the regional, and the NCAA tournament within a few weeks. This girl can play. And as we watched her zoom up the leaderboard, I realized all these people knew what they were talking about, and I needed to know this girl. And I can't think we could ever have a better champion. She's going to have great things happen to her over the next several years and several weeks, I'm sure. Annie, Congratulations. Here's a check for $22,500 for first place in the Toyota Danielle Downey Classic. And I want to present you with the first ever championship trophy for the Toyota Danielle Downey Classic, and this thing is heavy. Okay, so you might want to hold that check for Nancy so she can actually put it up.
Who wants to hear from the champion?